Lesson 6, part 2, we kind of continue on learning about a little more complicated data types. And last week we covered arrays, um, which have a limited size. Like once you create the array and you indicate how large it's going to be, that's it. You know, you can't add any extra elements or extra data. Um, what we're going to look at today are lists and array lists, and these are part of C# collections. They are kind of similar to arrays, at least the list is. It's similar to an array in that you can add multiple values of a single data type. Where it is different is that it is dynamic, which means that there is no limit to the size. So a list will expand and it will contract. Okay. And so there's a little bit more flexibility in using a list than is in using an array. An array list is completely flexible because it's not limited to a single data type. You literally can store whatever you want in an array list, and the size is dynamic. Now, with that flexibility, there are some things that you need to watch out for. Okay, so that is what we discuss in the chapter. And then some of the examples, the coding examples, also get into some of those limitations. So for the reading assignment, we are not reading the whole chapter. Okay, we are just reading a portion of the chapter. And then I do have videos that go along with. The first video is on lists and all of the coding examples for lists. Okay. And so the entire thing is 30 minutes and the examples begin around minute 19. And then I have a separate video for array lists and those examples. And you can see this is actually pretty short. It's only 20 minutes and the examples begin at 13 minutes. Okay. So that is the rest of chapter 6. And then you will have some exercises that will give you practice. So the understanding check for this week covers both part 1 and part 2. You may have picked up that we didn't have an understanding check this week, and that is because it is down here. And then for the lab assignment, we will be completing the rest of the chapter 6 assignment. Okay, so last week you did exercises 1 and 2. This week you will do exercises 3 and 4. And both of those exercises have to do with creating a list. Okay, so in one of the exercises, you will be doing a list collection, and the other one, you will be doing an array list. Okay, and I believe that this is the one that uses a list collection. It's going to be your bucket list. And I've got a link to an example that is similar. And this is a list. Okay, so that'll be your first one. And then the second one, let's go back down here. So this is exercise 4. This is going to be an array list. Okay, and you're creating a to-do list. Okay, so, and I have a link to a similar example. And there is a video at the top that goes through exercises 3 and 4 in more detail. So please watch that because it will help you understand what you are supposed to do in those exercises. Okay? And then once you're done, you will upload your code. And if you want more information about lists and array lists, you can see that I've provided some links down here. If you run into problems or if you have questions, please let me know. And I hope you enjoy working with lists.